The silence around you is heavier than ever, carrying whispers that are not meant to reach your ears. Behind closed doors, a person is struggling, holding in pain too deep to share openly. Their suffering is not just for themselves, it is tied to you and your mother, a weight they can no longer carry alone. Every step they take feels like walking through fire, yet they keep moving because of the bond that ties them to you. This person's nights are sleepless, haunted by fear of losing everything that matters. They are hiding tears that no one else sees, but those tears flow because of the choices they've made for your protection. The truth is, someone has been sacrificing silently, enduring storms that were never meant for them, but they accepted it anyway. Their fight is not against strangers, it is for your survival, for your mother's safety, for a future that cannot be stolen. Even in the darkest hours, their thoughts are filled with both of you. They refuse to let despair consume them, even when the walls close in and every escape feels blocked. Their suffering is a shield they've built, one they never asked recognition for. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This person has been swallowing secrets, carrying burdens that should have broken them by now. Yet they stand tall, even when their body trembles with exhaustion. They whisper silent prayers that your mother is protected from what they know but cannot reveal. There are truths hidden behind their silence, truths that would shake you to the core if revealed too soon. The weight of betrayal, the sting of danger, the shadow of enemies, all of it has been fought on your behalf. Archangel Michael says the battles you never saw, the tears you never witnessed, have been carried out quietly for your sake. Every wound they bear has been a shield, ensuring you and your mother remain untouched by the claws of destruction. Still, their strength is cracking, and their silence is beginning to break. The day is coming when everything hidden will be revealed, and the truth will stun you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The nights they spend awake are drenched in memories, fears, and unspoken promises. They have been forced into places of darkness where only courage kept them alive. Their silence has been their loudest cry, hoping someday you would understand. This person's loyalty is not ordinary, it is carved out of blood, sacrifice, and devotion. Your mother's name has been whispered countless times in their prayers, because they cannot bear to see harm touch her. The signs are everywhere, yet you've missed them, the distant look in their eyes, the trembling hands, the sudden silences when your name or your mother's name is spoken. They know something you don't, and that knowledge eats them alive. And still, even in their brokenness, they are holding on. For you, for her, for a truth that cannot remain hidden much longer. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their days have been filled with shadows of people plotting, whispers of betrayal too close to home. The walls of safety are thinner than you think, and they have been guarding them with every ounce of their strength. The love they carry for you and your mother has become both their weapon and their weakness. It drives them to stand where no one else would, but it also tears them apart inside. They know the names of those who would bring harm, the plans laid out in secrecy, and the dangerous eyes that linger too long. Still, they've chosen silence, because revealing too soon could destroy more than it saves. But every silence has its breaking point, and theirs is almost here. When it breaks, the truth will echo louder than thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Their strength is not endless, yet they've carried far more than anyone could imagine. Behind their eyes lies a battlefield where fear and hope collide. Each scar they hide is a reminder of what they've endured for both of you. They have cried in silence, refusing to let anyone see the depth of their pain. Even when they collapse behind closed doors, they rise again, determined to shield you and your mother. Their sacrifices have been invisible, but they were never meaningless. Every step they take feels like walking closer to danger, yet they never hesitate. Their loyalty is rooted so deeply that betrayal from others cannot break them. For you and your mother, they would give even their last breath. But the shadows around them are growing darker, and soon the truth will not remain buried. The storm that has been circling is preparing to break, and its force will change everything. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The people you thought were harmless have been whispering in corners, planning in secrecy. This person has been forced to listen, forced to pretend not to know, just to protect you from the weight of betrayal. Inside, they are breaking apart, holding pieces of a truth too heavy to carry alone. Their loyalty has made them a target, but they refuse to step back. The pain they feel is not just their own, it is the reflection of every fear they hold for your mother. They cannot rest, because they know the danger is closer than anyone dares to believe. Archangel Michael says their silent strength is the reason you and your mother are still standing safe today. Without their courage, the storm would have already taken everything. Their presence has been the unseen wall between you and destruction. Still, even the strongest walls crack when pressure builds too high. And the cracks in their silence are starting to show. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Every day, they wear a mask of calmness, hiding what truly weighs on their soul. But when they are alone, their hands tremble, their chest tightens, and tears flow freely. They have given so much, yet they fear it may never be enough. Their thoughts are consumed by images of you and your mother, smiling, safe, alive. That vision is what keeps them alive in their darkest hours. It is the flame that refuses to be extinguished even when storms rage around them. They know the exact faces of those who wish harm, the ones pretending to be allies. This knowledge is poison, but they drink it every day to keep you unaware of the danger circling. They have chosen pain so you could feel peace. But the moment is coming when all masks will fall, and the truth will burst forth like a fire no one can control. When it does, nothing will remain the same. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They have walked into rooms where whispers stopped suddenly, and eyes shifted with guilt. Yet they pretended not to notice, just to keep the truth from shattering your peace. Every silence they endured was for you and your mother's safety. The tears they swallow are heavier than words can describe. Nights are filled with restless pacing, hands pressed against walls, as they pray for strength to endure another day. They fear that if the truth slips, it could destroy more than it protects. Every time they see your mother, a shadow of fear crosses their heart. They know she is innocent, unaware of the schemes unfolding behind her back. Their pain intensifies because they cannot bear the thought of harm touching her life. Still, they keep standing, even when their knees want to give way. Their suffering is quiet, but it has been the shield protecting both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The enemy circles like wolves, waiting for the right moment to strike. This person, though wounded and exhausted, has faced them in silence, refusing to let you or your mother fall into their hands. Each day is another battle fought in the shadows. You may not see it, but danger has come closer than ever before. The hands of betrayal are hidden behind smiles, and the poison is passed in words disguised as kindness. Yet this person stands in the gap, absorbing the blows silently. Their body aches, their soul trembles, but they refuse to surrender. Their love for you and your mother has become their armor, their reason to keep breathing. The truth is, without them, everything could have collapsed already. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says the war being fought in silence is not in vain. Every sleepless night, every hidden tear, every silent scream has been part of the battle that shields you and your mother. You may not know it now, but their sacrifice is rewriting your destiny. There are secrets carved into their heart, secrets too sharp to speak aloud. If revealed too early, they could burn everything down. So they carry it alone, bearing pain no one else would dare hold. Yet their strength is running out. You may not see it, but inside, their heart is shattering into pieces. And still, they fight, for you, for her, for the fragile thread of hope left. The silence is breaking, and soon the hidden will be forced into the light. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The danger is not far, it sits at the table, it walks through the door, it lingers in places you trust most. And this person knows it, feels it, lives with it every single moment. That knowledge is their torment, but also their drive. Their mind is a battlefield of images, your face, your mother's face, the enemies waiting, the betrayal brewing. They replay it over and over, searching for a way to protect without breaking you. But protection has come at the cost of their own peace. They have chosen silence as their weapon, because words could destroy what they're trying to save. But silence is a heavy chain, and it has been eating away at their soul. Now, their breaking point is near. And when it comes, everything will change. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The air around them has grown heavier with every passing day. They can no longer ignore the shadows that follow them, shadows that whisper threats meant to break their resolve. Yet even in this darkness, they refuse to abandon you or your mother. Their soul has become a battlefield, torn between silence and revelation. Every time they try to hold the truth inside, it burns hotter, leaving scars that no one else can see. But they endure, because they believe your safety is worth the pain. They have heard the cruel words spoken in secret corners. They have seen the hands plotting behind closed doors. But instead of exposing them, they carry the burden silently, to shield you from despair. Their sacrifice is invisible to most, but heaven has seen it. And heaven will not let such loyalty go unrewarded. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Every breath they take feels like a prayer for your survival. Each time they look at your mother, their chest tightens with fear of what could come. The thought of harm reaching her has been their deepest nightmare. They carry her name like a shield, whispering it when no one listens. They pray that every dark plan fails before it touches her life. They are wounded, but their wounds are offered as protection for her peace. Archangel Michael says the weight of their suffering is not unnoticed in heaven. Their silent tears, their breaking heart, their endless devotion, all of it is seen. All of it is counted. Still, the truth cannot be hidden forever. Soon, the veil will lift, and the revelation will shake the ground beneath you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The people you once trusted have built their plans like a cage. They smile in your presence but whisper daggers when you turn away. This person has watched it all, torn apart by the cruelty of betrayal. Their silence has been both a curse and a blessing. It has kept you safe, but it has also chained their soul in torment. They bleed inside every time they see you unaware of what's circling. They want to tell you, to shout it, to reveal the truth, but fear holds their tongue. Fear that the revelation would break you before you are ready. Fear that your mother's heart could not withstand the storm. So they carry it, one step at a time, while their spirit fractures under the weight. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The nights are their heaviest battles. In the silence of midnight, when the world is asleep, they collapse into the shadows and let their tears fall. But even then, they rise before dawn, ready to fight again. Their life has become an offering, traded for your safety. Every choice they make is laced with sacrifice. Every dream they once had has been abandoned for this purpose. And still, the enemies draw closer. Their whispers grow louder, their plots tighter. The danger is not coming, it is already here. Yet this person stands, even on broken knees, refusing to let the darkness consume you or your mother. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their silence is costing them everything, yet they choose it again and again. They would rather bleed inside than see you or your mother hurt by the truth too soon. That is the depth of their love, the kind that breaks a person from within. Their heart beats with fear every time a door creaks, every time footsteps approach. They expect danger at any moment, but they stand in its way to keep it from touching you. They have become the shield that no one notices, but without them, you would already be exposed. Even the smallest moments remind them of what they fight for. The sound of your mother's laugh, the look in your eyes, the fragile peace of your home, all of it fuels them. They cannot let those moments be stolen by betrayal. The burden is suffocating, yet they endure, because they believe saving you both is worth losing themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Every scar they hide tells a story of a battle fought in silence. They have faced threats you never knew existed, swallowed poison disguised as kindness, and stood firm where others would have fallen. Their suffering is a testimony of unshakable loyalty. They dream of freedom, but freedom feels impossible while enemies circle so near. Their life has become a cage built from silence, but it is the only way they know to keep you safe. They would rather stay trapped than risk your destruction. Archangel Michael says their pain will not last forever, because heaven has prepared a moment of justice. The ones who plotted in shadows will be brought to light. The truth they carried alone will finally be revealed. When that day comes, you will know the depth of their sacrifice. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The betrayal is deeper than you think, it comes from people who once smiled in your presence. Their hands are stained with plans meant to harm, yet they pretend innocence. This person has seen it all and kept it inside. Every time they look at you, they want to scream the truth, but fear silences their voice. They cannot bear the thought of destroying your heart with revelations too heavy. So they suffer, choosing pain over honesty. But silence cannot last forever. The cracks are growing, the truth is rising, and soon, nothing will be able to contain it. The storm is almost here, and it will not leave anything untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They are the reason you are still standing strong today. Their choices, their sacrifices, their sleepless nights, all of it has been for you and your mother. Without them, the plans of your enemies would already be fulfilled. But their body is weakening, their soul is exhausted, their silence is breaking. They are close to the edge, close to revealing what they have carried for too long. The weight has become unbearable. When the truth finally falls, it will shatter illusions, destroy false trust, and expose every secret hidden in the dark. It will hurt, but it will also set you free. And in that moment, you will finally see the person who has been suffering for you and your mother all along. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Their eyes carry stories they dare not speak. Every glance hides a storm, every smile hides a scream. They are breaking in silence, and yet, they remain your shield. When your mother rests at night, they stay awake. They listen for noises in the dark, fearing that danger could arrive at any moment. Their exhaustion has become their shadow, but they do not stop. The people who should have protected you are the same ones who sharpened the knives. This person saw it, felt it, but kept the truth to themselves, swallowing betrayal like fire. Each breath has been heavier than the last. Still, their devotion has not wavered. They suffer, but their suffering is the reason your world has not collapsed. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The weight of secrets has turned their heart into stone. They no longer cry easily, instead, they bury their pain deep where no one can see. But heaven has witnessed every hidden tear. They wanted to tell you long ago, but fear kept them silent. Fear that the truth would crush you, fear that it would shatter your mother's spirit. Fear has been their chain. Archangel Michael says chains do not last forever. When heaven decides, the truth will rise like thunder, shaking every foundation of lies. The enemies will tremble when their masks are torn away. And the one who has suffered for you will finally be seen for who they truly are. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Their steps are heavy, but their determination is stronger. Even when they stumble, they rise again, fueled by love greater than their pain. They cannot let you or your mother face the storm alone. They walk into danger with courage no one acknowledges. Their silence is louder than words, echoing through every sacrifice they've made. Each day feels like a war they cannot escape. The betrayal they guard you from is closer than you think. It has woven itself into places you once called safe. And they have been fighting it alone, for you, for her. But the breaking point is closer now, and once it arrives, nothing will remain the same. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The enemies believe their plans are hidden, but heaven is watching. Every whisper, every plot, every dark thought, they are all counted. And the day of reckoning is near. This person's soul has become the battlefield where heaven and darkness clash. Their pain is proof of the war they've carried for your sake. Their sacrifice is proof of love deeper than blood. They know their silence cannot last much longer. They feel the truth pressing against their lips, begging to be spoken. And when it breaks free, it will change everything. For you, for your mother, for the future written ahead. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The silence around them has become unbearable, yet they hold it tighter, afraid of what will happen when it breaks. Every word they hide feels like fire on their tongue, but still, they endure. They know that your peace and your mother's safety depend on their silence. Their body is weary, but their spirit refuses to surrender. They drag themselves through each day, carrying the weight of betrayal on their shoulders. And yet, the thought of protecting you keeps them moving. They have seen shadows where light should be, and lies where truth should stand. They know the faces of the deceivers, the voices of those who pretend loyalty while plotting harm. They live every day surrounded by wolves, but they never let them near you. Even in their weakest moments, they stand as a silent guardian. Their pain is their offering, their suffering is their weapon. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. At night, they hear whispers carried by the wind. Some are memories, some are warnings, but all remind them of the danger circling too close. They close their eyes, but the images never fade. Your mother's face appears in their mind whenever fear threatens to break them. Her presence is the reason they canton.